Ever thought you could build a background removing web app in just 4 minutes? Today, I'm putting Replit to the test, signing up, investing $25 in their monthly plan, and diving straight into creating a sleek app using the Replicate API. We'll upload images, remove backgrounds, and see if Replit's promise of rapid development holds true. Along the way, we'll tackle unexpected errors and see if this time and money investment really pays off. Will we succeed? Let's find out. We start on the Replit homepage and click on Sign Up and can sign up directly with our Google account. Then we see that we have to pay some money for the full functionality. I choose the monthly plan for $25. That's not cheap, but I'm curious to see if it works. I'll enter my credit card details now. Please understand that while I share most of what I know with you, my credit card information is an exception. Let's enter the task. I want to build a beautiful looking web app that allows to upload images and then removes the background. It should use the Replicate API endpoint. Replicate has an excellent model for removing backgrounds from images. It provides access and code examples via Node, Python, or raw HTTP requests. Because I don't know which technology Replit uses, I opt for HTTP, as it's technology agnostic. Okay, we see that it thinks, and I'm curious what comes next. It even proposes some improvements, whether we need user accounts, that you can add different other backgrounds, etc. Pretty exciting. For a moment I want to skip that, I press continue and we see that a lot is happening here. A lot of code is being created. It seems to be using Flask, which means the project is being implemented in Python and all the dependencies are being installed. We see that there's already a main.py. Interesting, it doesn't need much user input. Okay, next I'm asked for the Replicate API token, which we find in account settings, and here I create a new token directly for Replit. We copy it and add it accordingly. Now it goes on. It seems that Replit has used Flask to start a server for this app on port 5000. I'm pretty sure that it will now start an internal browser. And wow, that doesn't look bad at all. We have a possibility to upload a picture here, and I go to Pexels to download a free image. We try it, and unfortunately the server answers with a mistake, and I give the problem that we have an error message and that I don't see a preview after the drawing of the image. Replit takes the feedback and hopefully works on a good solution. Okay, we should try it again. I do that, and we now actually see the preview after pulling in the image. I go to remove background and we get a new error message, and I copy the error message and paste it one-to-one in the chat. I tell Replit that the preview works now, but when I try to remove the background, I get an error message. Replit has to think about it. It's a bit like you're playing the role of a product owner having a conversation with a developer who is unwilling to test their code. All right, let's try it again. The preview works, but unfortunately we get an error message. I tell him that the same error has occurred again and will now support him a bit. For this, I go to the Python code that Replicate provides. I know that Flask is used, that it has to be a Python project, and would now just tell him that here is a little sample code that might help him, and pasted the example of Replicate for Python in. He says he would now adjust the implementation accordingly to use the Python code. We drag the picture in, go to remove background, and unfortunately we get an error message again. Okay, we enter it. I hope this is the last time because it's getting a little tiring. Good, the big finale, last try. We drag the picture in, press remove background. And in fact we see a result where the background was cut out perfectly. I think that's a good outcome for just 4 minutes of work.